How's it going, everybody? It's Brian with Buffalo Beer Reviews again. I wanted to showcase a beer tonight that just screams out Buffalo, New York. And it is from one of my favorite local breweries, Flying Bison. And it is the Flying Bison Spot Coffee Stout. If you guys live around the Western New York area, you know that Flying Bison's been a staple in the Western New York area for a long time, as well as Spot Coffee. If you like beer and or coffee, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So this is it's a coffee stout right off the neck of the beer. It's a coffee stout, 8% alcohol by volume with 25 IBUs. It's black. The aroma is stone fruits and coffee. And it's got a full mouthfeel. So I've had this in the past, and I've been very, very happy with it. And I figured I saw it in the store recently, and I would just pick it up because I figured, why not for Buffalo Beer Reviews? Spot Coffee and Flying Bison. So let's see what this beer looks like, huh, guys? Super rich, super dark. As dark as, you know, a stout, coffee stout, black cup of coffee can get. It's got a surprisingly little, like really tan, light tan head to it. Very, very tight bubbles. And it is a premium looking head to it. Although I can't really see much bubbles coming through, it's so opaque. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's well roasted on the coffee notes, and ever so slightly like a malted, like a roasted maltiness to it, which I don't really describe very often, but you can smell some, say, artificial sort of flavors through the malts, and they smell really good. So let's see how this tastes. I love black coffee, and I love black beer, and I think that's why I really like this beer in general. So let's see what it tastes like. Totally. I had this beer about a year ago. I think before I started putting beers on video. And I really enjoyed it. And I still really enjoy this beer. This is everything that you're going to expect from a Flying Bison brew. It's very good. You can, when you start drinking, you know, thousands of beers, you get that sort of norm to a well-crafted beer. And Flying Bison brings that every time I buy Flying Bison beer. So right off the bat, it's a well-made beer. It's a Flying Bison. I love Flying Bison. I love the guys there. They do a great job. So you get really good coffee notes, and you get a really good stout beer. With that being said, I feel as though the rest of the delivery is a little on the watered down side of a coffee stout. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I think it's only slightly on that watered down trend, and it might not be a bad thing, But I've had a lot of other coffee stouts and stuff like that, and they've been a little bit more punchy and upfront with their coffee presence. And this kind of hits you up front, and then it just goes right downhill real quick. I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing, though. It's a very thin beer. It's not something that's going to fill you up. It's extremely smooth, which I think is why I liked it originally the first time. This is a really, really smooth beer. This is something that you're going to buy a 4-pack of, and you're going to be able to pound it, and it's not going to be a second thought. And that's a good thing, by all means. Yeah, so you got great, if you're a black coffee fan, you got great black coffee and kind of roasted coffee bean aroma. You have great roasted coffee flavor. You have a great stout base. It's from Flying Bison, and it's, got the Spot Coffee name. I mean, it's got wonderful things going for it. And it delivers. But if you might not be from around the Western New York area and you're comparing it to other maybe coffee styles that you've had in the past, it might be, a toss-up. But it's a very solid beer. This is not going to be hard to finish. Just like probably the rest of the 4-pack are not going to be hard to finish. This is extremely enjoyable. If you guys are from the Western New York area, or, maybe Southern Tier New York or Rochester area, and you want to know more about the Flying Bison Brewery, I'll leave a link to their website down below in the description. Go check them out. Next time you're in town for a Sabres game or a Bandits game or whatever else in Western New York, check them out. They're a bunch of really cool guys. Their brewery is awesome. Their new brewery is really, really nice. It's probably 4 years old by now. I don't even know. It's been a while. Anyway, that's it for me, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this little beer as much as I enjoyed making it. Until next time, cheers.